Hello, Meoni here, and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV. This time we're checking up on the Ishgard restoration. It's been a few days since the restoration began proper. Last week it began, and honestly I just wanted to check on the progress of both my own realm and of course the hot one in the world, obviously Tonberry server on the Elemental Data Center, as they are storming ahead once again. Shout out to all of the lovely people I know on Tonberry. Here we are on Ragnarok server then, and I just wanted to check the sort of like, not necessarily compare the two, but show you the difference. So as you can see, we're working on the Bright Ballads Passage, which we're at number 6 there, which was the last one that was finished, the Raising the Roof. If we go over to that section, you'll see on the map, by the way, that this whole new area has been, well, updated. We have the Quill's Trace now fully upgraded. We have the Bright Ballads Passage just unlocked, basically. And the entirety of Western Risensong Quarter has been completed. So let's go check that out and see if there are any differences between this and obviously Tonberry, which there should be some significant differences. The rate of people turning in collectibles has been much higher on that server than our own, but it's still pretty good though. Still really, really impressive what's happened so far. So as you can imagine, previously in the old restoration before this patch, it was only this side that was completed. Now we have an entire right side as we come into the Abacus. There isn't any annoying scaffolding. They still haven't finished this statue over here, but we believe that this statue is what's going to be turned into that of the crafter, whichever submits the most. So I'm thinking this is probably going to end up being a weaver statue over here, or maybe even an alchemist, possibly blacksmith on some servers as well. I know a lot of people are going absolutely ham with blacksmith for some reason. I don't know if it's easier or what, but maybe you can tell me in the description, in the comment section rather, why people are going for blacksmith. The difference then is that we have houses and we have population. This tunnel actually goes all the way through now underneath the Abacus, which is really nice. We've got some NPCs that are just chilling out next to the fire. We don't have a custom deliveries NPC, unlike the previous time that this was added. Although that could easily come in the future, no doubt. We have little houses here. Nice little fountain area here as well. Flower beds. This is the bit that's currently a work in progress. So we're on the Quill's Trace at the moment. You'll still see that Eel Toe, the custom delivery client, is over there. Currently there's a bit of a void, but that's not stopped the restoration before. We have a bridge that goes up on a left sort of, a real sort of weird western spin to it, rather than going in a 90-degree angle, much like the bottom with the Mattock actually. So it's basically a mirror near enough of the bottom section, apart from the other bits, like in the new nest, for example, a slightly different layout of buildings. If we actually go up here then, you'll have a better chance to view all of these new houses, which look pretty good, in my personal opinion. Nothing too shabby there. We have people gardening, look over there, watering their flowers. This was the latest bit to have been worked on, as you can see, with the timbers. And then we have this section over here, which will be the start of the Snow-Soaked Springs, which I have really, really hope are some hot springs. I really do. I really do. That would be a real nice thing to suddenly realize, isn't it? That we have somewhere to go and chill out, so to speak, pun intended. What's this? Do we have all we need? Probably. Probably not. Another great big void there. This is the hall then that seems to be being worked on, the Bright Ballads Passage. I have a feeling that we'll either use this in the future as a pass-through, maybe. Develop an eye for quality materials. What is that? It is an honor to serve, Chief. Brilliant. Either a pathway through to a housing district, or it could be just another one of those where we go around the side and we can go up the rafters and like a viewpoint up there somewhere. Similar to how we did in the Mattock then, with a viewpoint as it is up there. Still very impressive. Very, very impressive. I can't wait to see what this looks like when it's done. And the way we're storming ahead, it'll only be a matter of a week or so, I would imagine. So this is the Rising Quarter in its completed state. We have a couple of houses here and then a large house up here. I think this classifies as a large plot. Definitely looks like it. It's not going to be a medium, is it? Very large. Of course, you can't go inside any of these houses or anything. You can run behind them. But, again, not much of an advantage to do so. One thing I have said with my friends on Discord recently is all of this effort, all of this craftsmanship has led up to the point where we're wondering what exactly this is for. I know it's supposed to be for NPCs, but really, truly, what is it for? What benefit does this have to the player experience? Restoring Doma was for some kind of benefit. At the end of the day, we had various things there, collectible turn-in type thingy with a money back thing. What does this benefit the player other than a place to RP? Because this isn't our housing. I mean, that's a large plot, isn't it? Maybe that's a medium then. Looks like a medium compared to a large, doesn't it? With a gold-plated, scaled roof. Beautiful. But look at this place, all the way from over there, as far as the eye can see. Stretching over here. That bit's going to be completed. We're going to have a spa or whatever's there. Another hall. This is a lot of housing. A lot of running around for no use, Especially when we have places like Alamigo in the game that don't really have this either. You can't go and explore Alamigo. Are we going to have a section of restoring Alamigo next? Is that going to be the next thing that we do as part of the Alamigan restoration? Or am I giving Square Enix ideas that people really don't want them to have? If so, we have tents, which they could use as vendors for custom delivery clients and crafting. Will they use them for that? I have no idea. So these are our new barracks, eh? Just look at this place. When are we moving in? So this is the barracks. Okay. We need to ensure they're properly outfitted. So not all of these buildings are residential then. Barracks, wow. I guess barracks are residential. I suppose you just have lots of bunk beds or something. But yeah, when you look at the sheer scale of this place, it's hard to believe that this is just a little bit of fun for NPCs with no benefit to us. I mean, we've got one custom delivery client, but look at the size of this place. Is that really going to be everything that we see here? We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's hop over to Tonberry then. Now you've seen the state of Chaos Data Center and in particular Ragnarok server. Let's go over to Elemental and we'll see if there's any stark difference. If not, then that's fine, but last time I checked, Tonberry was on top of its game. This is one of my dummy characters then, one of my alts. I just place alts on multiple servers so that I can interact with other people and, check out progress on server-wide achievements like this one. So yes, I will resume recording when this queue has disappeared. Alright, it's finally loading us in. Let's see if we get a cutscene or anything. It's been a while since we loaded in. We'll probably get a cutscene for the Rising Quarter that we didn't show you on Ragnarok, so we might as well show you that. Here we go. All these people who have AFK'd. The sheer workmanship and attention to detail of these people, putting their personal lives on hold, although a certain disease does make stuff like this a little bit easier for people to prioritize. Here we go, here's the cutscene. So this is what's been completed on Ragnarok. This is the cutscene for that we would have seen. Oh, actually, no, they're much further ahead. Did you see that? The hall is completed. So we've got all of this residential that we looked at on Ragnarok. All that's completed. Look, beautiful. Perfect. There's the large on the hill. There's the medium. There's the smalls. The barracks, etc. A little fountain. Very nice. Very nice. Looks good. But you'll also notice to the far right of this, there's a completed hall. I need to see that. Okay. Big difference then. Wow, that's a lot of people online at this time on Elemental Data Center. Whew. Right then, the Sky Builders board. We're currently on... So we were on number 6, right? Raising the roof. They're on number 11. Sorry, brick by brick, which is the next... Oh my goodness. So they've done the Bright Ballards Passage. They've done the Rite of Passage. They've done the Eastern Horizons. Wait, really? Rubble Without Cause, Clear and Repair, and Brick by Brick. And that's nearly completed, look. Wow. I have to see this. My goodness, look how far ahead they are. So there's the Rise and Song Quarter. We've got the Quill's Trace. The passage is completed, and so is the Snow-Soaked Springs. Literally, they have completed like 90% of the Ishgard restoration. That's ridiculous. Good job, Tonberry. You've blown my expectations out of the water. My goodness. Let's go and have a look at this. Look at how beautiful this is now. Wow. It's night and day. Even the little buildings in the background have been built. Look, there's no more wreckage. There's no more just holes that drop into infinity. We've got a statue there of Halone or Halony, depending on how you pronounce that. Oh, I see. This is still in progress then. So they're still building the houses, but they're on one of the last stages. This is mind-blowing. So this is what was completed on Ragnarok over this side, and then you've got a bridge. And then you've got all this background stuff. And then you've got this wonderful hall. The Ballard's Passage. Which has a fixed door. So it won't be a passageway. Or at least it won't be for now. What does this NPC say? Anything? Headed to the pillars. They're just beyond here. Oh. That's a door to the pillars of Ishgard. Interesting. Very interesting, with a gate that's closed on one side. Does that mean there's a gate on the other side that's open? I love exploring, don't you? Especially on other servers. There you go, there's a gate that's open here, look. Is there a passageway that goes upwards, or are we not getting a viewpoint this time? No. Just a door. Interesting. Interesting, goo. We got a similar sort of, let's grab a cup. Oh no, this goes down as well. I thought there was a platform to have a cup of tea on. But it goes all the way around. Look, that's interesting. We got a large house on top of this and then a bit of a void. This will be some kind of like pagoda thing, won't it? Very cool. Snow-Soaked Springs. Maybe this is like the actual hot springs. And it has a roof. That would make sense. Very cool. Little house over there. So this is the last part of the Ishgard restoration. This fully is. Look at this. This is just a huge spring. My goodness. And on the map you can see that they've put a green texture, which implies water will be here. So if we've got a massive swimming pool, is that what they're telling us? There's a character with his trike. Look. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. You're amazing. Keep crafting, my friends. Keep crafting. So this will all be done within probably the end of the day. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. I hope people haven't burnt themselves out too hard. Tonberry server, though, is really, really the place to be if you want to go craft. And want to progress something like this. This is just insane. Look at this. So now we've got this section that goes down. Because this is the other side. This is the north side of St. Roel's Dais. With this bit that comes out. We'll have to have a look at that. Hold on. But yeah, if you play on Tonberry server, you should put yourself a... pat yourself on the back, rather. Everything seems to be good in here. Have you any tasks for me? Well, have I ever? Where to begin? Well, this pile of rocks is going to become a house, no doubt. Fine, ignore me like that. I'll show them I can do the work as well as anyone. Yeah, you do that, little LFL. You've got this. Put your back into it. Got a large plot maybe down here, or a medium. Seems to also be a building out here. Very cool. Like, the sheer scale of this is just... it's crazy, isn't it? So there's going to be something built out here as well. Like a tower, perhaps. This will be another statue, maybe. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, we've got more tents. I didn't see these before. Oh. even more possibility for custom delivery clients and vendors that we might get, quote unquote, question mark. No rest for the weary. Do you have anything to say, Green Rogadin? Indeed. Yes, I agree. This guy looks absolutely finished on top of those rocks, doesn't he? It's like, yeah, I don't know how I got up here, but I'm going to stay here and break my knees in the process. I hate kneeling on things, let alone big blocks of rock. What's this? Ah, this is the other part of St. Royal's Dais. Nice, interesting. So this is the bridge across. Yeah. Very cool. The other thing to note is that they've never completed the other towers either. So maybe that'll be a final sort of thing. Maybe these will be braziers. You know? They certainly seem to be in that sort of order. Or maybe more towers like those. It would certainly be a really cool finishing touch. They can't leave scaffolding there, can they, forever? That would kind of suck. But we'll see, I suppose. We'll see. So there we go. That's the very nearly completed Ishgard restoration. The foundation is ahead full steam on Tonberry server on Elemental, and I can't believe how much further they are ahead of my own server. And I thought people were going ham on my own server, but let me know if your server has got as much progress as this, depending on when you watch the video, is whether that answer will remain true or not. But I think Tonberry server are definitely going for their world first status once again for the fastest completion. Massive hats off to all of the people on Tonberry server, but I will say don't burn yourself out. Make sure you drink plenty, have regular meals. You know, there's no excuse for lack of hygiene and things like that, so take good care of yourself and enjoy yourselves, which I know for a fact that all of you will be doing, because you're fantastic community of people. And honestly, if I could choose anywhere else to play other than my own server, I would probably play here with you guys. So anyway, thank you kindly for watching this video. Let me know what you think. There's an Amazu there just casually running away. Let me know what you think about this progress in comparison to your own server. If you think this is something exceptional, or if you think it's still early days and this could be perhaps beaten, I doubt it. But congratulations in advance, Tonberry, and I'll see you all next time.